All right, I'm Chris Johnson. I'm the Fuller Center for Housing's Communications Director. I'm here with the president of the Fuller Center, David Snell. And tell me a little bit about what's going on right now. I understand there's a big matching gift opportunity for anybody wanting to support the Fuller Center right now.
There is. It's April, and things are starting to happen all across the country and around the world. The seasons are changing. We do have a matching gift opportunity right now. Our board of directors and another donor has come forward and put together a pot, about $150,000, and that's to be matched. So some of you folks have gotten mailing talking about it, and but even if you haven't, this is a great time to make a gift to the Fuller Center because it'll double itself.
Now, I know in the letter that a lot of people have gotten in the last couple of weeks here, one of the places we mentioned is Ahuachapán, El Salvador. You've been there, right?
I've been to Ahuachapán actually a number of times. We did a project there a couple of years back with some coffee farmers. But this is a bigger project. We're going to build about 89 houses right outside the village of Ahuachapán. And these are folks that really have very little. They're mostly farm folk, and they have very little. We had a big party for them, though. They had a big party for us, actually, in December, and they are very excited, and the work has started. So those families will soon have homes. We're just finishing a project in El Salvador, in Nuevo Cuscatlán, where we built 90 houses for families who are living in terrible conditions on the side of a hill. Their houses kept falling down. So El Salvador has been very blessed over the last couple of years.
Now, in April, we also have something going on in Louisiana toward the end of the month.
We do. Our group in Hammond, the Ginger Ford North Shore Habitat or Fuller Center. Where am I? They were Ginger Ford Habitat at one time.
Yeah, they were one of our first.
Center,
I think they were our first to switch over.
They were the first to join. Anyway, they suffered flood damage there when they had the terrible floods last year, and they've been doing flood repair work. So we're having Back to the Bayou build the week of November 24th.
April.
Where am I?
When am I?
Yeah, the problem with this is we can't edit it. We're live in April 24th, and we'll be over there for a couple of days, and then we're having our board of directors meeting that week, and also our Covenant Partner Conference. So Covenant Partners out there, if you haven't made your plans, come and join us. This is going to be different from any that we've ever had, and should be a great event.
And how will it be different? I understand there's more peer-to-peer.
Well, it's a peer-to-peer conference, and that means that the participants will be actually designing the content and working together to make the presentations. So we figure, our people know as much as anybody about this stuff, and so we're going to let them teach each other how to do it better.
All right. Well, speaking of April events, I'd like to bring in our bicycle adventure folks.
I think you should, and I'm going to step aside and let them have the stage.
All right.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, David. All right. I'm now here with Henry Downs on my left and Connor Cement. And Connor, we just finished we're talking about April, but we just finished with March. So why would we need to talk about March? What happened in March?
Yeah, March was actually the biggest month ever for bike adventure fundraising. So a huge aspect of the bike adventure is not just riding around the country building homes. We're also raising a lot of money, and March raised $68,614.23 through the bike adventure. So we want to send a huge thank you to all the donors of our bike adventure riders that participated in the fundraising competitions that we had going on. Our little March Madness competition, which is actually finishing up tonight. In correlation with the NCAA tournament. But we had a fantastic outpouring of support for the Fuller Center through those competitions. And it was our biggest month ever, and we're excited to break another record this month.
Does that explain the Carolina blue shirt you got on today?
Well, actually, opposite. I'm actually rooting for Gonzaga.
Oh, okay. All right, now, April, by the way, we're standing in front of the Fuller Center bicycle adventure van or trailer. Here, both of them, and they've been parked here at headquarters for a little while, but that's about to change.
Yeah, this is Raul and his trailer, and they're going to be going on the Natchez Trace Spring Ride shortly. That'll start on April 21st. We have 34 people signed up to come along down the trace with us. We're really excited. The churches on that ride are perennially fantastic, and we also have cool Covenant Partner builds going on. So in Nashville, there's a new director down there, and we're going to have a half-day build with them, and they're also planning a benefit concert Saturday night, so we're going to get to partake in that. And then Houston, Mississippi switched over and became a Fuller Center recently, and we're going to be able to build with them. Folks that we've been going and staying at their church with them for many years, and now they're switched over to a Fuller Center, so it's going to be exciting to finally get to build with them as well.
All right, well, we've covered March and April, and in May there's something going on that doesn't quite involve a bicycle. What is that?
Yeah, so we don't just ride bikes at the Fuller Center. We're now running too. So our first annual Raise the Roof Run is going to happen in Las Vegas this May, in conjunction with the National Hardware Show and the North American Retail Hardware Association. So we've been working really closely with Bill Lee to get that off the ground. Already have 42 folks signed up, and we've got about $13,000 raised between our individual runners and corporate sponsors and other gifts. So we're really excited about that. And we'll have about at least 6,000 of that so far will already be going right out to the Covenant partners. So that'll be a big deal for us. And, it doesn't get much more simple, decent, and affordable than Las Vegas. So Fuller Center's excited to be out there.
Is there any big sponsor that's helped make this happen?
Yeah, so the run is presented by Steel. So we should mention that they've been a great partner with us so far.
Okay. All right, and this is all in conjunction with the National Hardware Show. So if you're going out there for work, what better way to prove you're not goofing around than getting up early in the morning and running in a 5K?
That's right.
All right.
You get a free nail apron if you come and run with us. So come on out.
What more do you need?
Sells itself.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, now for our U.S. reports, I'm afraid we had some sad news out of Peoria, Illinois, the Illinois Valley Fuller Center for Housing there. Greg Woith, who worked real hard to bring the Fuller Center up to Peoria, he just had a huge heart for veterans. They've really focused on veterans and building wheelchair ramps, doing all kind of home repairs. He lost a battle to an extended illness this past month, and so the work will continue there. It will continue to thrive there. He had a great team, but our thoughts and prayers are with Greg's family and his many friends, not just in Peoria, but all around the Fuller Center ranks. We had another touching story we just put on the website last week out of the Chattahoochee Valley Fuller Center project, which is Lynette in Valley, Alabama, along with West Point, Georgia. They hosted the Millard Fuller Legacy Build back in the fall, but last week they had more than 400 students from Point University, which is based there in West Point, come out to build wall packages provided by Crossroads Missions, our good friends there. And these walls will help build a home for an Army veteran whose son is a 7-year-old who suffers from sickle cell anemia. And the son, for many years, every Christmas would go climb up on Santa's lap, and his Christmas wish was for his mom to have a nice place to live. And so we're very glad we'll be able to help make that happen. And we have a 2-week build coming up in June there, 2-week blitz. Now in Spring Hill, Tennessee, we don't have a covenant partner there, but we do have Wellspring Christian Church, some good friends who decided they wanted to help us out as well. So they built a couple of wall packages from Crossroads again that will go to Fuller Center Home. So thank you very much to Wellspring Christian Church up in Spring Hill, Tennessee. And don't forget, there are a multitude of ways your church can get involved with the Fuller Center's work. Just either give us a call or visit us on our website at fullercenter.org. Last month was huge for spring breakers with the Fuller Center. In Atlanta, Perry, Americus, and Albany in Georgia, as well as Tallahassee in Florida, we had 50 students from Wittenberg University divide up and tackle projects in those cities. In Macon, we had teams from James Madison and Mercer University that very same week. And then Americus also hosted Dickinson College this month, Ginger Ford, North Shore, and Hammond. Had college students from Colorado Springs. And we also had students from Purdue and NC State take Global Builders trips internationally with us. And so we want to thank them again, not just for the teams that come out during spring break, but the ones that come out during their winter breaks, come out during the summer and during the school years. They really infuse a lot of life and energy into this ministry, so we really do appreciate it. Speaking of Americans, we had an even younger group, 28 kids from the youth group at Congregational United Church of Christ in St. Charles, Illinois. They worked with our local partner here on a few different projects, including a wheelchair ramp. So, whether you're a school group or a church group, there are all kind of ways you can work with the Fuller Center, either through U.S. Builders trips, if you don't want to go that far, or Global Builders trips that go as far away as Nepal and Thailand, or closer to home in Haiti and El Salvador and Nicaragua, to take a look at fullercenter.org and find a trip for you. Interesting story out of Silver Valley, Idaho. It's one of those stories that will only occur there. We were helping a lady who has had her water pump froze during the winter, the cold winter there in Silver Valley, and she's been without water for like 10 weeks. And then while that's getting fixed, she developed a leak in her roof when a bear fell from a tree onto the roof and damaged the roof. Then she broke her foot, and then a fire broke out in the house, so she had a lot to deal with going on there. But we're always glad to help out in Silver Valley, where they're always working hard. Judy and Merle Blaylock have done a great job for many years there, dating back to way back when they were a Habitat affiliate. Speaking of which, be sure to check out the website. We got a story about 20 former Habitat affiliates who've chosen to join the Fuller Center. Habitat does great work, but they decided that they felt like our principles, the Christian principles, the grassrootsiness of the Fuller Center more fit their style of work in their community. And so we kind of hear from some of those people, those 20 different covenant partners, about why they switched. And so be sure to check that out. And that's all I have for right now. Be sure to check your mailboxes if you're on our mailing list, and look for that double your gift opportunity. If you're not on our mailing list, get on our mailing list. Go to fullercenter.org, and on the right side of the screen, you'll find a place to sign up for our email or our print newsletters, or both, preferably. So until next month, this is Chris Johnson. Thank you very much.